You should try making a 3D game in Godot. Blah blah blah. Why would I spend my life learning 3D modeling instead of chilling with 2D? Or you can't do that. Yeah, I may or may not have installed Blender to learn 3D modeling. So it's time for the famous Blender Donut tutorial.
If you've just opened Blender for the first time and then you've tried to do things...
A few moments later.
Well, it's donut time.
Is it just me or is that donut looking kind of thick?
So, I've finished the donut and it's time to actually model some assets for the game, but first, the ultimate idea. Since I already had a donut and I'm too lazy to make more models, I've decided that I'm going to make a game where the donut goes down the cliff. Anyways, let's start by making more models. Alright, let's slap these models into the game, and that's when my dumb brain realized that I knew absolutely nothing about the world of 3D game development, because the models had completely lost their materials. NANI? So, after searching for help on Google, I finally realized that I needed to bake the donut. So, well, it didn't quite work. And oh, Godot actually has a built-in .blend file importer feature, so I slapped this blend file straight into Godot, and oops, I'll fix that, and now we just need a way to control the donut. Nay, this Subway Surfers game looks kinda like mine. Wait, what's this? No, wait!
Oblivion!
So, the way the script works is by assigning 3 points on the x-axis when initialized. Then it reads the input and changes the lane number of the player. Next, the script translates the player's x position to the x position of the lane. Anyways, Subway Surfers? More like Donuts Rollin. All I need now are some obstacles. So, I hopped into Blender and totally did not spend a few hours modeling this spatter of icing. And of course not a few more hours modeling this sugar collectible. Also, did I mention that I modeled this cute little bush? Next up, I dumped this model straight into the game, added some colliders, and okay, it didn't quite work. So, I of course created a script making that the models not just stand there with no purpose in their sad, lonely life. The script basically just checks the name of the object that the donut is colliding with, and if it's a splatter, or if it's a pack of sugar. Alright, and now the main mechanics of the game are done, except for one major mechanic: generation. So I stole the platform generation script from my previous video where I learned Godot in 24 hours and tweaked it a little to match the situation here. I figured that having the donut roll down the cliff wasn't very efficient, so what the script does is that it randomly generates the splatter, sugar, and bushes. It moves them, and once they've left the screen, they're reused. The donut? I simply made it rotate. The cliff? It just stays stationary. And it was at this point that I realized this game isn't fun. It was just yet another endless runner, except you can't even jump or roll. I was struggling with the decision to continue or not to. I'm already nearing the end. Then I got into the rut, scrolling through the endless videos of YouTube, and this video popped up in my feed.
Why you don't try make a 3D game? Or you can't do that? So because Jotaro roasted me for not being able to make a 3D game, the only solution is to, well, learn how to make a 3D game.
Game devs, subscribe and stay tuned for the next part of the video. I suppose you know what's coming up.